Okay, so wow, there has been a lot going on Ark overnight. So we were having a banging night last night. We did lose our blimp because we brought it into the red zone and didn't realise that they were going to take radiation damage. But we went back in on Drakes, we got the artifact, we got pregnant by a Reaper, having a fantastic night. And then we get this notification, the servers are going down in 15 minutes. So we check Discord, and they're going to be doing a one-time wipe of the following on the official network: all mechs and enforcers above level 300, all scout weapons blueprints above the quality of 2000, all other items blueprints above the quality of 200. So those things are getting wiped. So these are things that they've accidentally put into the game. People have taken advantage of the fact they're in the game, and now they're going to lose the stuff that they've made. And then so while we're waiting for the downtime to finish, we're wondering if the servers are back up yet. We go and check the chat in Discord, and everyone's going nuts. It's like, rip everyone's Deddy boxes, Deddy empty, all Deddies are empty at Dolly. We've got no resources in our Deddies. We're like, oh shit, what's happened? So we're like, that's far too many people for it to not be true. So we realised the servers must be up. So we logged on, and yeah, Deddy boxes completely empty of anything. And then there was someone that was saying it was just a visual glitch. But the Dino Lord was like, no, I checked it and there was nothing in there. So I went and had a look in each of the ones on this top row, and yeah, nothing in the Deddies at all. So this was mental. I mean, I haven't seen the Discord chat going this nuts for ages. It was crazy. And then Dolly pops up. Hey guys, we've hit an issue with this latest deployment and we will be taking the servers down, disabling transfers temporarily and prepping for a rollback. We aim to sort this out tonight, and we'd really appreciate your patience. These types of changes are always risky on a technical level. And the thing is, yeah, like Dolly sometimes will sort of, be down with the kids. She'll say stuff like, fixed a shitty exploit for shitty cheaters, or, things like that. She doesn't speak very professional sometimes, is what I'm trying to say. But some players seem to really like that, because I suppose it feels like she's connecting with them on a more personal level, I guess. But this was serious. You could tell something serious was going on. Obviously, we were concerned because this sounded like a massive thing. So she did do another update later on. Hey folks, we've identified the issue, but unfortunately, it will require a cook, which takes some hours, and from there, QA will need to test. Just giving you all a heads up on what to expect in regards to downtime, which didn't really give us much of a heads up because it doesn't say how long at all in this. So people were just going mental. So QA, I believe, means quality assurance, not question and answer, which is what I initially thought. But then the Dino Lord goes, so why did the first one not go through QA before they put it out and everyone's Deddy boxes were emptied? And there was other people saying this in Discord, in the chat as well. But that is what it is. I don't know. But I do feel they should probably put it through QA maybe every time they do something like this. So we had to go to bed not knowing what was going to happen. And we were a bit concerned, that they might not be able to fix this, because this was one hell of a big cock-up. How the hell did they break it when they were just trying to wipe all the exploited stuff? I mean, I don't know anything about game development, but it seems like every time they fix something, something breaks. And they're not the only company to do this. We've had the same thing happen with Fallout as well, Fallout 76. Sometimes when they fix something, they break something else. Same with Hogwarts Legacy. And I even saw the developers talking about this and how this can sometimes happen when they're going in and changing the code and stuff. This isn't just Wildcard. This happens with other games too, So we wake up this morning and the first thing the Dino Lord says to me is, we should probably check if the Ark servers are back up. Because he had a bit of time before work today, so we obviously wanted to play. And sure enough, they're back. The servers are back. Woohoo! Fantastic stuff. But then we get online, we're scrolling through Facebook, and this comes up. Anyone else having this problem? I just came back from a server and I have nothing on me, but it shows the black weight. Now I can't pick up my eggs. And then there's all these people saying, don't travel servers because things aren't coming over with you. From what I can understand, it was making out that you already were black bagged of stuff, so it wouldn't let you bring anything over with you. So people have been losing a lot of stuff in transfers. So they tried to fix something, they broke something else, they took the servers down to fix that thing, and then they broke something else again. Oh, it must be so stressful being at Wildcard right now. And they get so much hate, because people are passionate about this game, but people are getting very serious. There was some very rough stuff being said on Discord towards the developers, and they probably are working the hardest. But one thing I do agree with that was said is, where they're fixing all this stuff where, people were making these mechs and enforcers and, abusing the blueprint system, which they had kind of left in the game. So, so anyway, they're fixing that. However, the stuff that we paid for, with Bob's Tall Tales that isn't working, for instance, the cars, that are getting meshed under the ground, and some of them are like getting destroyed down there. But other people, I mean, they take up quite a lot of your tame count, don't they? And there was someone who had 3 of them under the ground and couldn't get hardly any dinos out because it's still counted as his tame count because they were under the map. So they're not addressing this stuff, but the stuff that's actually been beneficial to the players, they're like, oh, get rid of that, get rid of that. And we also had someone who had a garage out. I think I might have mentioned this in a previous video, I'm not sure, but he put one of the new garages out, and he was the only person on Extinction who had a Giga on our server, and everyone was like, oh, well done, you got a Giga and that. He put one of these garages out, Giga disappeared. It was absolutely gutted. He was absolutely gutted. So that stuff's not working, and that stuff that we actually paid for and that we won. Not to mention the other stuff that is still broken, like the spawns on Extinction. You might have seen in our previous video where we found this massive mesh hole with loads of dinos all inside there. We ended up having to tame gachas in the mesh because they weren't spawning outside. And the wasteland is pretty barren of dinos too. And everyone's asking, when are they going to fix the spawns? When are they going to fix the spawns? They have not addressed this. They have not addressed it at all. And then Aberration. We've been playing a lot of Aberration recently. And we're using the rock drakes as they're meant to be used. We're flying from rock to rock. And then you get under a rock and your drake's meshed in there. This has happened to both me and the Dino Lord. And then you have to like force it out of the mesh as much as you can. Hop off and then hope that you're out of the mesh in order to put it up. Oh, it's just been nuts. And that's Aberration, which came out like ages ago, and they still haven't fixed that. So what are the odds that they're going to fix the spawns on Extinction anytime soon? I don't know. Instead, they're prioritizing fixing all this stuff that they've accidentally given us and they don't want us to have over stuff that is affecting our actual gameplay and the stuff that we paid for. So, it's a little bit frustrating. Like, we really didn't know much about these OP mechs and enforcers and blueprints and stuff, to be honest, so it didn't affect our gameplay, but maybe it did for some players. Let me know in the comments if it affected you at all. I imagine with PvP it would probably be a big issue, but for us, we didn't even notice it or know it was going on, so it might be a bit selfish of me to say I want them to fix, you know, the dino spawns on Extinction, not meshing into the walls on Aberration, and getting the stuff we're owed with Bob's Tall Tales and stuff, you know, the cars and the garage and stuff, having that stuff working. But it'd be interesting to hear if other people have different opinions and if you've had issues with stuff that they've made a priority to go in and fix first. So at the time of making this video, we are still waiting for transfers to reopen, so I don't know how long that's going to take. To be fair, they were a lot quicker than many of us thought at fixing the Deddy Box issue, because I wasn't sure when that was going to get fixed, and a lot of people were under the impression it would take a lot longer. So you never know, we may get the transfers open again soon. Oh, and as I was just speaking, I have checked the patch notes and fixed an issue with dedicated storage inventories. Well, that was fixed a while back, so a bit late on that patch note update, but I was hoping when I seen a notification that maybe transfers were enabled again and they'd fixed it, but doesn't look like it. Well, that's enough of me banging on anyway. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you all have a great day. Take care.
Get the bell on.